Hi everyone, welcome to Honey Drops Tarot. This is a bonus reading for the sign of Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. Pisces, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for all of your likes, shares, and subscribes. I truly appreciate it. Just a quick note, please do not fall for any scammers. I will never reach out to solicit for a private reading. I do offer private readings, and if you're interested in signing up for one of those or in making a donation, the information regarding that can be found in the About section of my YouTube page, and I thank you so much in advance. Pisces, I hope that you're doing well. Just a little note of housekeeping. I do want to alert you to the fact that there was somebody impersonating me on TikTok. I have since blocked them, and they were stealing all of my videos and posting them as their own, and providing a link for readings and everything like that. So I just want you to be very, very careful of what pages you go to. On Instagram, I'm verified, so you see the little check mark by my name. It's a little more difficult to do it on YouTube, but on TikTok, I have it listed in my About section. So please just go to those pages, and just remember, I don't reach out to ask you if you want a reading. I do not solicit. If you would like a reading, you can take the steps and use the link in my Buy Me a Coffee page to set that up. But I will never ever reach out to you, and nobody should be reaching out to you first. Okay, so these readings are free for you, and I just want to make sure that all of you are safe. So, that being said, I'm going to be using 2 decks for your reading today, which is just a bonus reading, just a check-in reading to see what's going on, taking a temperature. The Elemental Oracle by Stacey DeMarco, and fun deck, Way of the Panda Tarot, which I think I probably only used maybe once, but it just felt right. I don't know why. I just wanted to look at pandas, by Kimberly San. That's such a great deck. So cards have been pre-shuffled. I'm just going to get the overall energy for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Pisces, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What's going on? Pisces. Thank you, Spirit. Speed. Number 42, which reduces to a 6. And that corresponds to the Lover's card in the Major Arcana. Card that talks about divine partnership, divine union, but it also talks about being at a choice point. Number 42, movement, speed. Movement, speed. So funny, Cancer got discipline and time, and you're getting movement and speed. It's almost like no one can keep up with you, Pisces. Can you keep up with yourself? Are you going too fast? You know what this reminds me of? It's like kind of wash of a figure. I was watching Back to the Future last night, which is just a brilliant film. It's just amazing, and a great story, fantastic acting, so much fun. But you know how, I'm assuming all of you have seen Back to the Future, but if you haven't, Marty goes back in time to try, and he just kind of stumbles back in time, and to try and fix his future. And because he's messing with timelines, he has a photograph of himself and his siblings, and they're starting to disappear from the photograph. And he's racing against time in order to save his family, because in the timeline that he has jumped to, his parents might never get together, right? So he could change the outcome. And for some reason, this image is reminding me of that scene in the movie, and this sense that, am I starting to disappear? Am I moving so quickly that I'm becoming invisible? Am I so busy that no one has to, I don't have time to see anyone? This could be something that the choice that you're coming to right now. And now Spirit is playing Michael Jackson's Man in the Mirror, and I just hear him singing, I'm gonna make a change for once in my life. It's gonna feel real good. It's gonna make a difference, gonna make it right. They're just playing that on a loop. Gonna make a change for once in my life. It's gonna feel real good. It's gonna make a difference, gonna make it right. 3 cards for the base spread, 3 cards for clarifier, past, present, future. And towards the end, I will pull some advice from Spirit. This is for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. Pisces. Extra card came out at the end. I will show it to you now. I'm just giving you a heads up. This tarot deck is adorable. 6 of Cups in the reverse. Look at, oh, he's got a cat. Oh, so cute. And his little cap too. Oh my God, so adorable. 6 of Cups talks about reminiscence, looking back to the past in a very particular way, Pisces. Like you're reflecting on the past and really not caring to relive anything anymore. I think you're looking back to the past to see, Spirit just said, where something went wrong. And yet you're not interested in reliving anything. There's no, like, I don't feel like there's regret necessarily, but I don't feel like things are 100% resolved yet, because the card is showing up at all. There's 78 cards in a typical tarot deck, and there's so many ways for Spirit to communicate a message to me. And so the fact that the card of reminiscence shows up, whether upright or into reverse or whatever, it does show me that, like, there's something that there's a little bit of a longing energy, but it's not longing to relive the past. It's almost like a longingness to return back to the self. That the past, that it's like we're moving so quickly that we've moved straight past things, and it's almost like I need to take a breath, because I haven't even really resolved all of this back here. Not all of it was bad. Some of it was beautiful. Some of it not so much, but I need to, I need a moment where I can just breathe and just sit with it for a minute. And that might be difficult too, because if you sit with it for a minute, I don't know why Spirit just wanted me to burn some Palo Santo, so here we are. If you sit with it for a minute, then the feelings, right? I'm a water sign, I'm a Pisces moon, so like the feelings bubble up to the surface. And maybe we just want to rush right past it, which I would understand. But you know, Pisces, because you're so intuitive, you know, the past has a way of catching up with us, even if we're trying to outrun it. But you know this, you already know this. So you yourself, I feel like you yourself, you're trying to slow things down. It's difficult. You could be just tremendously busy. Thank you, Spirit. You're tremendously busy. The past energy on the table, Tower in reverse. Major Arcana. Number 16. Talking about great shock, awe, change, surprise. It's usually represented with a lightning bolt, lightning striking a building or some kind of structure. That lightning strike representative of something coming from spirit striking something down because it was no longer useful to you, and you couldn't see that it was no longer useful to you, even though there might have been 1,000 red flags, and your spirit guides were like, oh, they still don't see it. Now we have to do something about it. That's the Tower. Tower in reverse, though. You knowing, perhaps, that there was an inevitability of something that needed to end or be brought down, and trying so hard to make it work. Doing anything that you could, just overextending yourself, overgiving. Spirit just said making excuses. Spirit also said enabling. I also think that too. We all do things like this, especially for people we love or people we think we love. So, you know, whether it's a friend, a parent, a partner, you really tried you gave it the old the old college try to not have everything implode. And you just thought, well, if I just accept what is being handed to me, these new opportunities from Spirit, everything will be okay. Right? But I think what you realized is that, yes, it was good that you took the new opportunity, the new door, but holding on to something that is shaky is just going to drag you down. Can I have a clarifier for the Tower, please? Too many cards. One card, please. A clarifier for the Tower. Angels, spirits, guides. What messages do we have regarding the Tower? Yeah, look. 10 of Swords in the reverse. Yeah, right. Nothing left. It's like a shrimp. Deveining a shrimp. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, they wanted me to talk about that a little bit more. The 10 of Swords talks about, it's not even disappointment. It's just a leveling. It's beyond disappointment. Backstabbing, betrayal. Just absolute, like, things are decimated. But when the card is in reverse, it's like, it was really difficult to even admit to ourselves that that was happening. You know, I was talking to a fellow Pisces about this the other day. And they were alluding to the fact that looking back to something that didn't work out, couldn't help but feel like you failed something. You failed another person. You failed yourself. And to that I said, you know, like, we're all just kind of journeying together, like, through life. And it's not useful to you to think of yourself as having failed. You are having experiences, and there were expectations that were not met. And we can take responsibility, but when you start saying things like, I failed, they failed, it becomes a little bit more about judgment, right? I think Spirit wants you to focus on the lesson rather than the expectation that did not come to fruition. Right? It's still super disappointing. Whatever this was for you, Spirit knew and tried to bring it down, but there was, you know, humans have free will, and there was a lot of fight. But like, at some point, you run out of steam. I can't fight anymore. I'm done. Like, stick a fork in me, I'm done. Like that. And so now it just seems like, okay, I'm gonna follow this new opportunity and see where it leads. It's from Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. What's in the present energy? I mean, some conflict. 5 of Wands. Look at, like, first of all, pile up of pandas, which is kind of adorable. The 5 of Wands talks about chaos and conflict, but mainly within ourselves. Chaos and conflict mainly within ourselves. The should I do this? Should I do that? What direction should I move into? And it can be a little bit of a mess. It's interesting though. Okay, yes, they're 5 Wands, but it's XIX, which makes me think of the number 19, which in the major arcana is the Sun card. The number 19 is the Sun card, right? Like abundance, that in the background, running in the background programming behind all of your stress is this question of, what is it that will truly make me happy? Can we answer that for ourselves? A lot of people would say, oh, if I won the lottery, I'd be like so happy. Well, that's one answer, right? But like, money doesn't tuck you in at night. So whatever it is, I mean, maybe your wish is just to have more money. That's fine. Money provides stability and comfort. Whatever it is, you're kind of contemplating that right now, and you're being kind of torn in a lot of different directions, and it's all internal. Page of Wands in the reverse. Unable or unwilling at this time to take any new steps forward. Page of Wands talks about exploration, curiosity. All the pages are the curious young ones of their suit. And the Wands is all about inertia, action, being forthright. Wands is fire energy, so it's that spark of initiation and engagement. The card is in reverse in your present energy. Your present tense is telling me that you're kind of stuck up in your head and torn in many different directions, so much so that you're pretty still. Can I have a clarifier for the 5 of Wands and the Page of Wands in reverse? Eight of Wands in reverse. Lots of fire energy, Pisces, for your present tense. A lot of action. But the Eight of Wands, this is fast action, fast communication. In the reverse, it's slowed way down, almost to the point of frustration. There might be some cycles that you're trying to close and it's just not happening fast enough. And then you have to wonder, maybe Spirit is trying to slow you down just a little bit. Just a little bit. So you don't miss the fine details, is what they just said. There's this expression that I always use with my team at work. It's just like, move slower to go faster. What does that mean? It means if you just move a little bit slower, then you can make sure that you're doing something right the first time. And it applies to me too. Because when you go too fast, then you miss a whole lot of details and you make mistakes, and then we have to do things all over again. In the future potential, Four of Pentacles and the Justice card. Beautiful. Well, Four of Pentacles talks about kind of holding on tightly to our pentacles, our earth energy, our finances, our opportunities, our people, our soul tribe. Holding things very tightly to us. You know, not willing to be as generous as we would if we were in a Queen of Pentacles energy, for example. There could be some situation where you have to be very strategic with your finances or your situation. With the Justice card here in the upright, Major Arcana number 11, representing Libra energy. Karmic balance, karmic justice. If this has to do with a legal proceeding, a document, a contract, or a court case, this card suggests that it will move in your favor. So that's fantastic. Things are coming into balance now, but you're still having to be mindful of where you spend your money, where you spend your time. Queen of Swords in the reverse. Interesting. Look at this mama bear and baby bear. Take that as it resonates. Queen of Swords is air energy. I attribute it to Libra. So that's two Libra energies here. So you could be dealing with the Libra or have Libra in prominent placements in your chart. But the Queen of Swords is the truth teller, truth seeker. She's been through a lot. She has a crazy sense of humor, but she's been through a lot. And she's just looking for the facts. She doesn't want any BS. She doesn't have time. When the card is in reverse, to me it indicates somewhat of a refusal to look at things as they actually are or factually are. There's some bit of denial in your future potential that Spirit is asking you to pay attention to. It's almost like they're trying to leave breadcrumbs with these feathers. They're trying to leave clues to you for you to look at, and you've got your shades on. Take off the shades, take off the filter. Okay, so I'm getting a very particular scenario here. Like, let's say this is a breakup of some kind, a business breakup or a romantic breakup. You might have, emotionally speaking, you might have connection to the other party. And that emotional connection might not allow you to see things as they actually are. And so details might be missed because you're giving the other person the benefit of the doubt. because you care about them, you love them, and Spirit is saying you're refusing. We're showing you how things actually are, and you're refusing to look at it. So just be mindful of that. It's very strong. It's not to say we can't be kind, but you need to get what's yours. Karma is demanding it, but we have free will. What is the advice from Spirit? 8 of Swords, Queen of Wands in the reverse. 8 of Swords on over here. 8 of Swords talks about analysis paralysis. Spirit is asking you to look at your self-confidence at this time. Some of it could have been broken throughout this process. Queen of Wands knows exactly who she is, knows how powerful she is, knows how attractive she is. When the card is in reverse, we're lacking in self-confidence. We're up in our head. Have we made the right decisions? Did we move too fast? Maybe we didn't. It's up to you to decide. But Spirit is cautioning you. Don't stay stuck in this tree for too long. You stay stuck in your analysis paralysis, your anxiety too long, it's going to eat away at your confidence. And they don't want that for you. So that's your reading, Pisces. I hope that it resonated. If it did, please like, share, subscribe, comment down below. Please hit the bell notification to be updated as to when I post new readings. Thank you, Pisces.